Hi all, welcome to my channel. Here we are going to learn about the basic stitch. In this we are going to learn about the treble crochet. Okay, for this I'm just taking the scissor, crochet hook, stitch marker, and then if you don't have a stitch marker use a scrap yarn here, and then taking the yarn needle and bundle of the yarn. Okay, let's start our video project here. Okay, always we need to undo your basic chain stitch. Before this we have to make a slip knot first, then make a correct tension. After that only we need to do basic chain stitch for this project. Okay, I'm just taking this loop of the yarn here. I'm just placing it here, and this is tail of the yarn. This is working yarn. You can take the yarn like this. Okay, just make a loop over the left index finger and make a cross. I'm a right-handed person, so I'm just making the loop over the left index finger and make a cross, and taking the continuous yarn, making one more loop just to hold the yarn, both yarn by thumb finger, and we are getting the two loops, front loop and this one is back loop. I'm just pull the back loop little up and overlap the front one and drop it. Then if you pull up the left index finger you can get the knot that is called slip knot. I'm just going to insert the crochet hook into the space. Okay, if you pull the tail of the yarn the space will be increased. If you pull the working yarn the space will be reduced. You have to make the right space for your project. The crochet hook into the loop should move freely. Next I'm going to tell about the how to hold the crochet hook. As a right-handed person, I'm just placing the thumb over the crochet hook and place the index finger over the loop. I'm just going to make the tension. For a tension you have to move the crochet hook over the index finger. Once I'm repeating, over the little finger first and then back of the ring and then over the middle and then come over the in front of the index finger, then place it at the tip of the middle, then hold the slip knot in between the middle and thumb finger. You can see the tension here, no? Okay, next we are going to do a basic chain stitch. For this you have to move the crochet hook towards the yarn and go back behind the yarn and then come down along with pulling the yarn into the loop. We are getting the first chain stitch. Once I'm repeating, Just make a right tension. Move the crochet hook over the little and back of the ring, and then over the middle, and then in front of the index finger. Place it over the tip of the middle and hold it in between the middle and thumb finger. Okay, move the crochet hook like this towards the yarn and go back behind the yarn, and then come down, along with pulling the yarn into the loop. That's all. Just continue the basic chain stitch here. I'm just placing the stitch marker into the very first stitch here. Move the crochet hook towards the yarn, come down along with pulling the yarn into the loop. Okay, second one we did, and then move the crochet hook towards the yarn, go back behind the yarn, come down along with pulling the yarn into the loop, just to continue the basic chain stitch. Okay, you can see the chain stitch here. You can able to count the stitch also. That is a shape is a stitch. One stitch. Count as a one stitch. I'm just turning the stitch here. You can see the back side of the stitch also. That's all. Next we are going to do a double crochet here, and double crochet is the last basic stitch. For a triple crochet you have to do a 3 chain for a additional. Okay, because of the height of the stitch, if you make the 3 chain for the additional thing or a turning chain, it will be match the stitch height. So as usual, for the roll the crochet hook once, again, okay, twice you have to roll and move the crochet hook towards into the stitch. Okay, we are getting the 4 loops. You have to pull the yarn into the every 2 loops here. Okay, as a beginner I am just explaining, just to hold the working space in between the middle and thumb finger. I'm just you can see I'm just always moving the middle and thumb finger near the working space. I'm just placing the stitch marker into the very first stitch. Okay, next roll the yarn twice or triple crochet. Okay, I'm just rolled once, again roll. We are having the 3 loops here. Okay, move the crochet hook into the next stitch and then pull the yarn, come into the same stitch. And then move the middle and thumb finger near the working space. Hold it in between the middle and the thumb finger. We are having the 4 loops. So pull the yarn into every 2 loops. I'm just completed first 2 loops. Then again pull the yarn into the next 2 loop. See, I'm just placing the working move the thumb and middle finger near the working space. Roll the yarn twice, pull the yarn and come into the same stitch. Pull the yarn into the every 2 loops. Okay. Roll the yarn twice. Pull the yarn into the every 2 loops. Just to continue this treble crochet till the end of the chain stitch. 1, 2 twice inside the crochet hook, pull the yarn into the same stitch, pull the yarn into the every 2 loops. Okay, I just completed this row and I did a 3 chain for the turning work into the space. 3 chain no, into the space we are going to work. Okay, roll the yarn twice, insert the crochet hook into the space, pull the yarn into the same space. We are having the 4 loops over the crochet hook. Pull the yarn into the every 2 loops, just like you have to do treble crochet into the all stitches here. In the space we are working from the next row. Don't forget to place the stitch marker into the very first stitch. Roll the yarn twice, insert the crochet hook into the space. See, I'm just insert the crochet hook into the space, pull the yarn into the every 2 loops. Sorry, I need to roll twice. Okay, roll once, roll twice, insert the crochet hook into the space and pull the yarn into the every 2 loops. Okay, just continue the treble crochet into the every space till the last one. And you have to hold the working space in between the middle and the thumb finger. It will give you a fine stretch to the working space. You can able to move the yarn and crochet hook freely. As a beginner, it is very useful for me also. That's why I'm sharing the thing here. Hope you all understand this video. it will be very useful for you also if you are interested in learning crochet. If you need anything if you need to learn anything as a beginner level, in the sense, you can give a comment here. I try to do a video on that. Thank you all for watching. Bye, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.